Good evening, everyone. Welcome to you all for today's session based on essay. Right. So you may write something, or if you want me to write also, then I can also write and tell. But then we will be moving a little bit slowly. So I think we'll discuss first, right, and then you can actually write it. Okay. So, mm, first of all, let me tell you that those people who are scoring good marks in essay every year, those who are writing mains, they know the right kind of strategy what they are applying every year, because of which they are getting good marks. However, those candidates whose marks are varying every year, like sometimes they are getting 120, 130, 140, and maybe the very next year they're getting 90 marks, 85 marks, or maybe 100 marks. So they are actually, matlab, they might be changing their strategy which they are applying each year, or by chance they have got good marks in one time and the another time they have got the lesser marks, right? So to make your effort and marks in the essay consistent, and so therefore you have to follow some special strategies, some tips where you can assure minimum 120, 130 minimum marks, and then you can increase from the quality content over 130 above, right? So at least 125, 130 are assured. Then the more content you are writing, the more diversification you are doing in the essay, you may increase your marks in the essay paper. Okay. So let's first of all discuss the essay, general essay. So today I'll be talking about the general essays, right? Maybe next I will talk about the philosophical essays, especially. So general essays, there is a strategy. The common thing is the people who are telling you that you can you have to brainstorm the topic of the essays, right? Brainstorming. So now the question is the brainstorming, how you are going to do. That means you are taking some 10 minutes for brainstorming, 10 or maybe 15 minutes for brainstorming. Then you can think, then you are writing the essay, right? Now the question is coming that what you are brainstorming. Okay, so I'll just tell you the what most of you might be facing some issues in brainstorming is that, like, whatever you are thinking that okay, this should be done, some topic is given and you are brainstorming, for example 10 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever things are coming in your mind, you're just writing it. Okay, and then you are organizing. After some time your the things, the content which are coming are getting lesser. That means first you are thinking about what to write in the introduction, then whatever you are thinking, you're you're writing. Sometimes you may be thinking about conclusion in the end. Whatever thinking you are writing, sometimes you're thinking of the main body. Whatever the thoughts are coming, you are writing. Is this the process you people are doing every time you write an essay? No, just I'm asking so that I know that what people are doing, and then I can give you the correct way. Okay, Jitin. Okay, any other person who are doing like this only? Yes. Okay. This is called organized brainstorming. You have organized your mind that what to write in the introduction. You're thinking and you are doing brainstorming. Then you're thinking about core, the main body. Then you are thinking about the next part. That is the conclusion part. This only. Other than this, Maima and Monica, Dirja, are you doing like this only? Maidosh? Okay. So after some time, your thoughts are getting lesser. Means you are not able to find what to write in conclusion, what to write in introduction. Sometimes, depending on essay also. Okay. Okay. So see, this is the usual thing which all of you are doing. Okay. Most of the people are doing like this. But you see, suppose suppose I'll tell you now. Take an example. You all are graduates from various colleges, from various good colleges of the country, and many times you have faced a situation where is some guest faculty or some new faculty comes to your class and they ask you for suppose they write a topic on the board, like for example, how to make energy from plastic. For example, they're writing the topic on the board, and then they are asking you, okay, now brainstorm this topic for some 10 minutes, and whatever creative idea, maybe good or bad, or whatever wasteful idea or good or whatever idea, matlab, it can be worst idea, it can be very good idea, whatever things you can think of, how to make energy from plastic, you just tell me, I'll write on the board. There is nothing like silly answer, silly things. I will write whatever you're thinking on the board. So then you people are free to think, completely free to think. Whatever things can come to your mind, whether it is right or wrong, it is not your purpose to decide. You have to just tell the idea to the teacher. So after 10 minutes, you might be, giving him some now vague, fake, good, bad, worst, very or very good idea or the best idea to him, and he's writing on the board, right or wrong, right? Okay, so sometimes there is good idea, sometimes worst idea. So after some 10 minutes of brainstorming, he will ask, and many of you will give the some idea to him, and he will write on the board. So after collection of almost 15-20 ideas from most of the candidates, he will just stop the brainstorming. Okay, he will say, okay, now it's done. Let's now decide how to make energy from plastic, which of these ideas is feasible, which is not feasible, which can be worked out for future, which can be worked out for now, or what things more we can add on to these ideas to make them work, right? यही होता है. Then some infeasible ideas will be, he will cut that. For example, it will not be possible for near future or far future also. Some infeasible or not feasible idea, he will cut. Okay, he will make a cross. Okay, this idea is not possible. Then some things which is going on currently, he will put it, that yes, this is for the current situation. He will mark those ideas. Sometimes some ideas which is very good for future, he will also note down that he will write that part in the conclusion part. This can be done for future. Sometimes some idea is there, but that is incomplete idea. Some more ideas will be added to it, and it can make you can make complete idea. Then that can also be taken as for the present or for the future situation. And sometimes he will start the introduction from some past idea which you might have given, as for example the energy of plastic. Plastic can be burned, and use them to boil the water and then get the steam and then use the rotator turbines. But that is a very bad idea, but that can also be taken for the maybe in some introduction part, some other local level things also. So I think I'm just telling you that this is the general scenario in most of the colleges where the guest faculty is coming, who will be brainstorming your mind, and then you will be deciding, you will be telling him, and then based on that he will be writing on the board. All right, this यही होता है सबको. ठीक है. These things we are not doing in our essay. What we are doing, we are doing organized brainstorming. Organized brainstorming means whatever good idea will come, that only be included, and that too we are filtering, that I want only introduction to write, I want only conclusion to be thought of. मतलब माइंड को रेस्ट्रिक्ट किया कि just think about the introduction, now just think of the body of the essay, now just think about the conclusion of the essay. So here you are filtering, your brainstorming will actually stop the creativity of your mind or brain. See, creativity is what? It will be a free flow, no restriction, no filtration. It's open for all ideas, है ना? And there is no closure for any idea. Every idea will be accepted. ठीक है? So that is called unorganized brainstorming. What is that? For example, you are given a topic in the essay, and you allot some 10 minutes for it, for example. So what you do, just think the topic, and whatever things will come in your mind, just note down in the paper or the rough sheet that is given in the booklet in the end. Just whatever things, no need to think about that. Okay, don't filter that. First introduction will come, then conclusion will come, then main body will come. Don't think like that. Think about what are the ideas I will include all in my this one book booklet. ठीक है. So whatever things will come, just note down, keep on noting. ठीक है. Whether it is feasible or not, just keep on noting. So within 10 minutes, you will find so many ideas bombarding your brain. Why? Because there is no filtration. No filtration will help you to increase the creativity, will accept all ideas which is coming to your mind. based on your past memory, past experience, and maybe your newspaper reading currently. Okay, so everything will come in your mind, and you will note down in a piece of paper, and there will be huge reminiscence of ideas, and lots of memory techniques will be also known, because once you open your brain for every acceptance, things will come in your mind like anything. So you will note down all those ideas. Okay. Now filtration should not be done at the brain level. Filtration will be done on after noting it. After noting it, you have to do the filtration. That means you have noted it. Now you have to do the filtration. Okay. Okay, got my point. So filtration means, what do you do now? Now, after doing the 10 minutes brainstorming, you have thinking of all the thoughts, and you have noted it down. Okay, noted down, and then you have to organize it. Okay, all ideas have come to your page on that piece of paper. Now, there you have to think what I will write in the introduction, what I'll write in the conclusion, what I'll write in the main body, how will start, how will connect the introduction with the main body, how I will connect the last body or last paragraph of the main body with the conclusion, and internal, how I will be going to connect that, what ideas will come in that sequence. ठीक है. So this will help you. Filtration will be done after you write in the page. Then you think that this part will go to the introduction, this part will go to the conclusion, this part will be the first, starting from the first main body, it will be coming like this. So this will help you not only to generate more ideas, but to organize all the ideas systematically, serially, and in a very good order. ठीक है. So this will help you to better organize your essay, है ना, and give it as a look a very narrative or very creative style of essay, right? So now you got it. Unorganized brainstorming, you have to do every time unorganized brainstorming. Organize that ideas into the piece of paper, not in your mind. Let it come free flow first. Is this clear now? Now you'll do like this. All right, this is the right way where you'll get a lot of ideas, unlimited ideas. Okay. So based on the feasibility, based on the topic, you arrange it, and the rest you cut it. Whatever ideas is, just remove this, just make it cut, and the relevant ideas you organize it. Okay. So this will be very creative and very quicker approach for the brainstorming. Then you start with the uh, writing the essay. So so technically you have two essays, and you have 3 hours. That means 1.5 hour for each essay. And you can consider that at least 10 minutes you have to give for brainstorming. Well, from the very first minute, just first of all, you get the paper. There are 4 essays. First you try to write the general essay, because general essay you can have direct approach. Indirectly, you can address it using facts and things like that, which But then philosophical will take a little bit philosophical turn, and philosophical description, like very innovative style. You have to write, and you have to tell, you have to make it more relevant with the topic. So it will take a little bit effort more. So better your mind will come to the to activation of that level after when you write the second essay. First essay, try to write in the for the general essay. So 1.5 hour for each essay, at least 10 minutes of brainstorming, and then maybe you will do 5 minutes of arrangement, that is organizing that brainstorming ideas. So 15 minutes are done. Remaining you have, है ना? So out of 90 minutes minus 15 minutes, that much is left with you. ठीक है. So ठीक है. So that much is left with you. Don't increase your time from 15 minutes to 20 minutes, because then again the chance of writing less will be there. You will be not able to address each level of the essay, and you may not be able to write the and use the whole pages, all complete pages of that first essay. ठीक है. So got my one. Try to complete everything within 15 minutes, and start writing from the 16th minutes onward. You can write before also, if you have completed the brainstorming, and that organizing of that thoughts into relevant content based on introduction, conclusion, and body of the essay. Okay, this much is clear. Okay, so next we'll move on to introduction. So let's, you may just note down also that what things you may do in the introduction. Now there are many ways to start a topic, very many ways. When you do not have much idea about the topic or essay as a topic, not much idea, but you want to start something that kya kare kya na kare. So in that case, you take some keywords and define those keywords, and based on the essay, and try the definition start of the essay. So definition is one good idea, right? Then you can also go with the background and origin of that topic. That would जो topic पूछा है, go for the background or the origin of that things or the topic, and then you can start writing the introduction. Okay, or there may be some statement based question. You can write down the meaning of that statement also. In that case, where you're not very sure about it, also you can start with some story also, some background story you can give, right? Sometimes you can start with the anecdotes also, quotations also, quotes also. You can start with some quote, and that quote should be similar to the topic which is given, not a different type of quote other than the topic, right? Maybe you can have some examples or instances. Then also you can start some situational based things can also be there. You can start from the some imaginary situation also, right? That also you can be done. Maybe if you're not very sure, then you can link with something, some that topic with some current affairs also, and then you can start with that from the very current affairs part also. Okay, note down. You may just note down these things. It will help you to make sure that from where and what you're going to start. Okay, then maybe inside the introduction you can use data and figures, but don't use too much. Just one or two figures or data, just to start that topic or something which might be very relevant with that idea of the introduction. Okay, so there you can use those things in the introduction part. Okay, is that clear? है ना? Then you come to the main body. So main body is what, where the various, it will be that essay will be dealt at various levels. That means उसके pros हैं, cons हैं, examples हैं, इसका other level meaning है ना? There are lots of things, depends on question to question, topic to topic, and your knowledge also, right? So everything will be depending on that. Then you try to cover the body, right? Then comes the uh, conclusion. Okay, sometimes there is way forward also. Okay, way forward and conclusion can be different in essay, because the essay is very long thing, na? Very long, very long write up. But GS answer is way out, way forward, and the conclusion will be similar only, because there is lesser time is there and less words to be used, and already the you have hardly 1 or 2 minutes for the conclusion part. So conclusion and way forward don't make it different in the GS part. They are same only. Whether you write way forward or conclusion, it is same thing. But actual difference is that way forward is something which is futuristic. That is more about that future statement you're giving, trying to give about that topic. Okay, if it is there, if it is possibility is there, so you can use that way forward, है ना? Maybe before conclusion, that what is the futuristic way, then you can conclude one way. Other ways also you can do conclusion and way forward can become later. But things that there is no need to make a headline. Don't use the headline way forward underline and then you're writing a conclusion underline and then writing. It's a There is very little difference between the two. Mostly the conclusions are way forward also, and they're the futuristic things, futuristic models. So so that's why there is little bit difference. So if you want to make a change, yes, way forward thing or the futurist thing I will put in a different paragraph followed by the conclusion. That is also very good. Okay, so conclusion in the end, way forward in the beginning. That can also done, or you can change the idea, conclusion first and then way forward. But don't make a headline. No, don't make a that heading of conclusion and way forward. Okay, it is like intermediate thing. It will be very much similar. Okay, then you conclude. Okay, so conclusion can also be like of many types. Like for example, you can actually give some optimistic idea, some futuristic, which is a part of way forward. So some futuristic and optimistic idea can also be given. Suggestive idea can also be given. Some suggestions will be there, right? Your viewpoints can also be there. Also, there, if you have written some story in the beginning, that is the introduction part, some linking with that story can be there in the end. Some links with that story. So So in that case, your essay will look like a continuation of the of that, like a river where the first thing which you discuss is also coming in the end also. Okay. So that is also very good thing. That whatever you are writing in the introduction, that some connection you are making in the end also. है ना? With the essay. So that can also be done. Also, some anecdotes and quotes can also be done. You can end with a quote also. There is no worry about it. And quotes can also be used in between also, depend on question to question and how much quote you remember, which will be similar to the topic asked. Okay. So here also you can give the your viewpoints. Even you can write the government schemes also. Government schemes can also be written in the essay part. Some things which you want to conclude with that whole topic, some government scheme is also there. You can conclude in that essay part with government schemes, or also you can do some with current affairs, some recent examples, some new linking concepts also can also be done in the essay part. Okay, then now if you have very less content, you can summarize the whole essay in the conclusion also. In the case of lesser idea, lesser knowledge, you can do the summarization of the whole essay in the conclusion part. Maybe you can use the examples, case studies, instances, whatever you know, you can also use them in the conclusion part. Okay, now it is clear up till now. Okay, and one more thing, try to hypothetical anecdote in non-philosophical for interpretation. You can write. See, essay is completely freedom of yours. But my general suggestion is this, that when you know very much about the topic, you have very fair idea, very much content, then there is always try to use the uh, more content by giving more ideas rather than elaborating single idea. For example, uh, when you want to show some like skill of scientific leadership, something you can use the just a word of APJ Abdul Kalam is sufficient. There's no need to elaborate much on it because it is self-explanatory example. But in case of where you have lots of you do not know something, then you want to create some hypothetical examples, then you have to create and write a story, then you have to elaborate. So that will take your words time, and the idea will be okay, idea will be given that ye idea hai, example is this, but example you have to create and it will take your some time. So in generally, when you know very much about this content of that essay, particular essay which you're writing, then there is self-explanatory examples are good. If you know less, some philosophical topics, some doubtful ideas, so then you there you can elaborate on your own made example. But see, your own made examples generally considered not so good because it is your own and it may not be linking with the same topic or maybe different from your example point of view also. So better you use the self-explained example. That is very good. Okay. So then I was talking about the conclusion. So here also you can take the whatever the what the suggestions I discussed already, or the course of future action also, futuristic model, something what is going to happen in the future, or maybe you can use some actions taken consequently. That means some actions that might be taken in the topic which you have written, some body things you are writing, for example, afforestation and deforestation, something going on, maybe of some greenhouse gas, something. Then you want to take the action consequently. That means something which is damage is done. Now you want to take some action. That can also be included in the essay. Okay, just like for the afforestation, you have to do reducing the use of greenhouse gas, reducing the gases which are damaging greenhouse gas like CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, etc. So damage and the consequent use, whatever you can give your actions or suggestions. Okay, so this is the conclusion. Like this, it will be completed. So up till it is clear. So like that, you have to cross 1.5 hour and then proceed to the next 1.5 hour. Okay. Then the same thing you will follow on the philosophical topic also. Okay. Let me discuss some more thing about the general essay, and that can also be helpful in the philosophical essay and your GS answer also. See, since when you are writing a long paragraph, so 4, 5, 6, 7 pages, the chances of deviation from the topic is very high because while writing your answer you might be getting deviated, and most of the candidates which are writing for the first means sometimes they will deviate from the topic. and they will never know that why they are getting lesser marks. Sometimes the candidates which are elaborating the topic given in the question for the essay, while elaboration, some keywords have given were given more emphasis and some keywords lesser, resulting in deviation. Deviation of what kind? That some topics of that essay or some keywords are being more elaborated, more they are writing, and some keywords you are writing very less. Okay, you are writing very less. So lesser elaboration. So it will be like deviating. It is not a balanced essay. So based on the essay topic, emphasis on each one of those things can be there, can be given. Okay. So this is one thing. Try to underline the keywords and whatever keywords you're writing the essay, try to underline it. Diagrams and figures and block diagrams and maybe flow charts. These are considered not so good in the essay, because essay is basically the literally explanation of the topic, whatever the topic is given. So it is not a GS answer. So better try avoiding giving the flow charts, diagrams, or block diagrams, whatever things you are writing. Try to avoid this in the essay. Not a GS answer. Okay. Then try to use some subheadings, maybe three to four, not so many, because then again it will break the flow in the essay. So many headings if you are using, it will break the flow in the essay. So three, four headings is sufficient, and that heading should not be very general, like advantage of this, whatever the topic is there, disadvantage, merits, demerits, and or maybe something you're writing about futuristic options. Like if you're giving some topic that is basically very boring and very general topic, general heading, try to avoid this. Give some creative heading. Like for example, if you are want to use the write the you have written the advantage, now you want to write the disadvantage or something demerits of it. Then try to use the heading double-edged sword. So double-edged means one way it will give profit, other way it will give you uh, loss, or maybe sometimes it will be a meritorious thing. Otherwise, it has demerits also. So double-edged sword can be, you can write there some disadvantages also, or something, some creative topic, creative heading. Like in the Hindu newspaper, if you're going to read an article in the editorial, you will find that lots of uh, 2 3 subheadings are there, very creative, very innovative. If you love some of those headings, some write down, note down somewhere. ठीक है, लिख लेना है, and just try to use those in some of your essay based on the topic and what you are writing the essay. Okay, ये clear है? ठीक है. Also try to move logically and with the flow in the essay. Flow is very important part of essay. Without flow, your essay will become like a GS answer. And GS answer, if essay is has been looked about like a GS answer, then definitely you will score lesser marks. ऐसे ऐसे होता है, GS answer नहीं होना है. GS answer will is already there are 4 papers of GS. Essay they want the creative style of writing and which will be linked, have a flow in in most of the ideas. Also try to use the words from the topic of the essay. ये question के लिए भी applicable है for GS questions. Most of the candidates are not using the words given in the essay in the topic, in the answer, in the content. Most of the candidates are not using the GS question में जो words दिए हैं in the answer. Try to use it. It will help you in many ways. How? First help, it will do that examiner will come to know that you are writing what is asked. You are on the topic, you are right on that keyword, key point. That is why you are using the words from the question in the GS paper or the essay topic in the essay paper. ठीक है, तो try to use the words given in the question in your answer, whether it is essay or GS. That will give you a the examiner will think that he is actually addressing what is asked, and it's more he has more emphasized on what is being asked, not debating on the topic, not beating around the bush. Okay, it's very important thing. Also remember that there are certain marks for introduction, conclusion. So don't skip this. You can skip in GS paper. I have already discussed that when you have lack of time and all. If I have not discussed, I'll discuss. But in introduction and conclusion can be skipped in GS paper, but cannot, you should not skip it in the introduction. Conclusion should not be skipped in the essay, because here it carries the separate marks. Because see, essay में क्या है? Creativity. It is starting with the introduction and conclusion and the main body, free flow ideas, creative ideas, है ना. It should hold the examiner to read all essay. ऐसा उसमें होना चाहिए, something it should have where it will bound you to read each and every word in the flow, right? तो ये सब भी बहुत essential part है, so it should be there always. ठीक है. uh, let's talk about some of the essay topics which not essay topics, some things which is like you should always try to use them. Maybe you have to study with those themes. ठीक है, ये themes आपको मिस नहीं करना है. For example, the themes of women education. One question will come from the women education at least. दोनों combined मिला के एक question आ सकता है. Then global issues like or maybe social issues like poverty, child issues, unemployment, children, whatever. Lots of social issues are there. Then environment and sustainable development can also come, है ना, वो भी क्वेश्चन रहता है पार्ट. एग्रीकल्चर विद क्लाइमेट चेंज will be can be a separate topic, right? Because of now heat waves, lot of things are coming, so climate change can also be a good topic for example. Maybe they will give the topic with the some statement, understand those statement, and then try to elaborate on that. Then pollution and disaster management, political issues and governance, right? Federalism, democracy, secularism, ये separate topic आ सकता है. Science and technology topics can also be there. Cyberspace and artificial intelligence. Now this will come up as a new good emerging topic. Maybe depending on these are the themes I'm telling you. Based on these themes, topic will be created. And then you have open vast sea of philosophical essays where there is no criteria, nothing like that. You have to just write something more about it. Okay, so these are some of the essay topics. Now, sometimes you might be thinking that how to link the essays. How to link? You can note down. I'll give you some conjunction words that how to link them. Very easy. Just note down for if you write down, just revise it, and your mind will think that which word will come where. Yeah, na, but easily you can use those words. For example, further. You change the essay to the next part. Next paragraph start. You can start with the further or furthermore. Okay. Moreover, however. Okay, this also can be used. Then not only but also. You change paragraph, something you've written, you move to the next one, not only but also. Yeah, na? Then you move to the next one, maybe in addition to this. I'm telling you these are the conjunction, these are the words which link the paragraphs. Okay. Then meanwhile, you can also write finally. Then you want to try about some more point. See, instead of writing firstly, secondly, fourthly, thirdly, fifthly, you can use these words. है ना? Meanwhile, finally, the last point, or maybe equally, consequently, eventually, gradually. Okay, consequently, eventually, gradually, nevertheless, है ना? Whereas, to be specific, these are some of the conjunction words. Or you can start to begin with, that can also be a conjunction word. Subsequently, है ना? Thereafter, like that you can use these words. I've just noted down for you so that you can use them in your various answers. Okay, so and mainly you have to just select whatever essay you're going to select, how you're going to select, based on what criteria. See, now I'll tell you that the criteria you should understand. Most of the coaching will also tell you one more thing, that you don't write the essay on general topic. General means, like for example, everybody is writing on women. Most of the people will write on education. You write on some other topic which least people will be writing, so that your essay will be different. And don't go with the crowd, you will get lesser marks. But you go with a new innovative type of essay which no hardly anyone is writing, or nobody is writing, or very less people are writing. You When you write that essay, you will get very good marks. If somebody of you, some friends of you, or some teacher are telling this is a totally vague and fake idea, totally vague and fake, how and why, I tell you. See, women education is very general, common topic. Everybody will prepare on this topic. Okay, you will write something which is very good. Maybe it will be similar to the other essays, but no problem. Everybody will get good marks because see, every copy is different. You're writing something. If it is also common thing, but also you have enough content to write. There is no way that examiner can reduce your marks because you have written sufficiently, and most of the contents are there. Some are diversified, some are whatever you're writing. So there is no way that you get a lesser marks because it is an easy topic also, because everybody is writing on that. But a topic which is tough, and some topic which is not easy to decipher that what they are aiming to, what they are thinking to write, what the examiner is thinking me to write in the essay. If you pick that topic and you deviate on that topic, that means something they're asking, you're writing something else, or maybe you have lesser content, then you have lesser content, you want to elaborate on low quality content, you want to elaborate more. So it is always difficult to do work out on low quality lesser content and to make elaborate essay and complete the whole pages. Very difficult. And where you have lesser content, obviously you have lesser words to know, and then lesser things to write. So it's always good and better that you write the essay based on your knowledge, not because the students, most students writing, so getting less marks. This is a completely fake and big idea. Mainly, whatever you are writing, you should focus on it, how much you know. Don't compare your essay with other essay during the examination. ठीक है, जो आता है वो लिखना है, जो बेस्ट आता है. डोंट थिंक दैट सब लिख रहे हैं तो मैं दूसरे पे लिखूं, दूसरे पे तो आप बहुत पेनलाइज हो जाओगे. ऐसा क्यों हुआ? मेरे टाइम में भी ऐसा हुआ है. आई हैव रिटन on the very question of general essay on the women. Many people have written on different topic. So when the marks came, जो different topic लिखा उसके number कम ही आए थे. They got the lesser marks. And always the common topic which most people are writing, they're getting good marks. Except they make some blunders, right? So be sure on this कि general topic or whatever you know based on your content, attempt that only. Don't go with the लोगों की कहावतें की जो कम लिखते हैं उस पे लिखो. ठीक है. Then always try to, है ना, write the essay. जब आप main body में आए तो always write in the priority order of your uh, paragraphs जो होगा वो priority order में होना चाहिए. That means the best content, the best content and the best idea or best point should come in the beginning, followed by decreasing order of the priority. That means जो भी कुछ उपाय है तो best होगा, it should come in the beginning and then slowly it will go on decreasing. ठीक है. The worst idea or the least important point should not come in the beginning, it should come in the end only. So that thing you have to, you know, while writing the brainstorming के बाद what are you doing, that you are organizing your brainstorm content. So try to make sure that those from the content the least idea should be given in the end, and the best idea or best important or the most important part should come in the beginning. So decreasing order होना चाहिए, not some random idea, and not the least important should not come in the beginning of the of that essay. ठीक है, clear है? It is very simple to understand, and this you have to follow in GS also. When you're writing 4 or 5 points, don't write the least important point in the beginning. Try to write the important point in the beginning, most important point, and maybe first or second part. है ना, जो भी best number one होगा, number two. Don't write the last point, some fourth, maybe sixth point in the beginning. ठीक है. So this will give the prioritizing of your answer, and it is very good for, and it can be very good for the examiner that he can understand that how you are going to know the how you are knowing the prioritization of the quality content, and therefore he will give you more marks then. Okay. So this is I want to discuss, and there are many things. We'll see that just a moment. Okay. You want me to discuss on the philosophical essay also, or maybe little bit I'll tell. Most of the things I'll try to complete, because then you can openly write with both the topics, and we have completed some. I think some minutes are over. We can go ahead with the philosophy also, because we have some time. Or you want me to the discuss in the next class? Okay, ठीक है. So I'll also take a class. Maybe Satyajit also will take a class on essay, philosophical essay. You can use those ideas, whichever suits you, whichever you find comfortable. You can use both the ideas. You should know the idea that how to approach it, right? So coming to the point, philosophical topics. See, first of all, it's very difficult to understand the meaning of the philosophy, meaning of that topic or the essence. So first, your intention should know the essence of the topic, or the philosophy, or break it into simple words and try to know the substance of the topic or essence of the topic. Then only you can actually write the good essay on the philosophy. So out of 4 topics they are giving for the philosophical essay, and select the best one which you understand in the best possible manner. Try to know the essence and substance of the topic. ठीक है? Then understanding that only, then you can proceed further. If you know, not very sure about the content based, or maybe you're not able to decipher the essence or the substance, then better don't attempt it. Go for the next topic. Okay. So understanding or getting the hold of the substance of the essay is very important. Philosophical essay. So पहले वो करना है. Then after you're getting, you write that in the rough sheet, and highlight the important keywords, key points. Then brainstorm, like unorganized brainstorming. Then write down all the things. Then you make a organized uh, brainstorming करना है, sorry, unorganized brainstorming. Then you organize them in the that rough sheet and try to you write the whole essay. Okay. So but before that you have to choose a topic. Okay, so what criteria you may choose to know that topic? The best criteria will be, first you should understand the topic better. ठीक है? Substance clear होना चाहिए. Second, there can be more dimensions to that topic. You should have some more dimensions. In 4 or 5 dimensions I can write pro, some cons, है ना? So dimension should be there. Examples also you should know and remember. Then those topics you will generate a lot of content and while writing the essay, and therefore you can choose the topic. ठीक है? Once you choose the topic, then you have to start the brainstorming and then proceed with organize the thoughts and write, starting with the introduction. So in that case, what type of introduction you can write? See, there are various ways. I already discussed the general essay introduction, but here there are not very ways to. You can use some things from there also, from general essay, to write the philosophical essay. But however, you can try your own method also of writing the introduction. For example, the case where you're not very sure about the you are sure, but you want to write something, but you don't have much content in the introduction. You can give a definitional start or descriptive approach. That means you describe the whole topic and break it into simpler words and write down, explain each part and clearly. Like that also you can do. That is the definitional start. Or you can deconstruct from the topic. Deconstruct means you have to think about that, how that topic will come, or some code will come. Codes भी हो सकता है वो, and how to proceed with that code and deconstruct. You can go beyond that or further with that. That means वो कैसे आया topic, उसको you can think and write, है ना? Then also you can use the keywords, or you can try to use some more other codes also if that is similar to this topic, and then maybe you can use that, like for example what we are doing with the general essays in the introduction part. ठीक है? Now comes the body. ठीक है? So body is very important here in philosophy, because introduction conclusion में तो बहुत ज्यादा specify नहीं हो पाएगा, but main body will give the clear idea of the essay. So there are various approaches to write a body, है ना? We'll discuss that. First is keyword approach. कीवर्ड अप्रोच क्या होगा? ऑलरेडी हैव डिस्कस्ड. कुछ समझना है तो कीवर्ड समझो एंड एक्सप्लेन इट द कीवर्ड इन द बॉडी पार्ट. जितने सारे मोर एक्सप्लेनेशन एग्जांपल्स, ट्राई टू इंक्रीज द कंटेंट, है ना? सो दैट थिंग. डिवाइडिंग, सेकंड पार्ट इज द डिवाइडिंग अप्रोच. डिवाइडिंग अप्रोच क्या है? यू डिवाइड द टॉपिक एंड इलैबोरेट ऑन ईच टॉपिक विद एग्जांपल्स. सिंपलेस्ट वे, है ना? कीवर्ड एक अप्रोच हुआ जिसमें कीवर्ड पकड़ा वो कर दिया. सेकंड पार्ट is the dividing approach. So you divide the topic. Maybe there is some use of some and something, some various ways are given there. Divide it, use it in the, and elaborate on each part in the body. Then there is also one approach, layer approach. Layering approach means unlayering of various meanings or dimensions of it. There may be many dimensions of it. Unlayer it one by one. ठीक है? Like you are peeling off an onion. Onion वो you're doing ना? You are removing layering of it. So एक के बाद एक layer खुलता गया, and you'll get the more ways to uh, write the essay of that particular topic. ठीक है. Then there comes the pastel approach. Pastel approach is very common in the GS paper. Sorry, this one. GS also in this also. Essay, general essay. But pastel approach, that is political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal approach. Okay, this is more of a mechanistic model in the essay. A mechanistic model होती है philosophical essay. If you're not knowing anything, general SME, you can use the philosophy, the special approach. Sometimes you can use in the GS also, depends on question to question. But in philosophical essay, it will be like a very general and very set approach, a very what do you call repetitive way of writing of a philosophical essay. Not what is creative style. Creative नहीं होगा. So try to avoid this pastel approach in philosophical essay. Although you can try to use this in GS essay also. GS will perfect. GS is more of some factual information. But here it is not a factual, it's a philosophical essay. Okay. Then coming to the next part, entities and stakeholder approach. So in the philosophical essay, there may be various entities, like for example, you can note down some family, community, region, society, nation, world, and UN, maybe UNO. Whatever these are, what these are entities. The more you are, going to the higher level, it's increasing. Like family is the smallest unit, community, then next, then maybe region, then society, maybe nation, then followed by the world, maybe a complete organization worldwide, heading that whole world, for example, UNO in the case now. Okay, then there may be some stakeholder approach. These are the entity approach. Likewise, you can tell the various effects on various entities of that topic. Depends करता है topic क्या है. Based on that thing, we have to follow various approaches. So I'm just making you write some approaches. The stakeholder approach. Stakeholder approach is very easy. You are doing already in the ethics paper. Government is some of the stakeholder, most of the things. Then private is also there. Society is also there. Then maybe some environment is also there. Some environmentalist may be there, and that also come under this stakeholder. Nation is always there in the stakeholder part, right? And we as a human being or the society or the population or some common man is also a stakeholder in maybe in some of the topics given in the essay. Okay. So this is for as an entity and stakeholder approach. Then you move to the next level. Yeah, na? You have to, whatever the topic is given, you have to give some for and against the topic to justify. Right? 75% justification, you can go for the for. In the manner, as per the question asked, you can go for the for. That means the pro approach. And then you have to talk about the against the topic. Against the topic, you give 25% of the content. It is not a 50-50% because the philosophical essay is very much different now. It is basically indirect way of writing the general essay, having a more philosophical twist and turns. So 75% you can give for the merit or the for the topic and 25% against the topic. Then move to the next part. That is, you have to show the diversity in your dimensions. Dimensions with diversity kar dena. Various dimensions you can give. Diversified dimensions. Creativity and well organization needed. Creative style पे कर सकते हो, right? You can also use the quotes from various authors, various sources also. And just quotes already I've told you to remember certain quotes which will help you to write a good answer, good content in the essay. And even government schemes, judgments, some Supreme Court judgments, and some example instances, anything that can also be used in the philosophical essay. Then you proceed with the conclusion. Already told you the various ways in which you can have the uh, write the answer in the main body. Then coming to the conclusion. Conclusion also is indirect conclusion, not very clear cut. So there you, if you do not have any idea, just summarize the whole topic. That is the best, easiest possible way. Summarized, है ना? Summarize कर देना है. Secondly, you can do the consolidation of the ideas. You use those ideas, consolidate, and then you write down the idea. ये भी कर सकते हैं. Or reinforce the idea or concept. Some idea which you know as per the topic asked, you reinforce it, or you can conceptualize those ideas, है ना? Or coming into the practice also, that can also be done. Anecdotes, quotes, examples, recent Supreme Court judgment, everything you can do. You can end that conclusion or that essay in the positive note, in a futuristic note, more optimistic note, है ना? All these things you can do in that essay. Most of them are very similar. ठीक है? So this way you can do it, and then you conclude the essay and like that. Always try to fill every page of the essay. है ना? I always told you last time also that quantity will be actually begets quality. See, sometimes you're going to the market. For example, I'm telling you. So whatever discussion on the essay is over now. I'll tell you that in certain things which you can go for more essay and some GS thing. Like always try to fill all the pages in the copy. Why? I told you that quantity begets quality. For example, quality means you should not be very zero quality, good quality answer. But if you increase the quantity, definitely you are going to get good marks. Yes, I tell you. Yeah. So when you're going to write an essay or GS answer, and if already have discussed the way to attempt the answer in GS from the very first decreasing order of knowledge. And last video, those who have not seen, watch the last video. Last अगर attempt नहीं किया, just watch the last video shared in the Telegram channel. Only for you people I'm sharing. Those who are missing it, बहुत important है, most important part of that, how to attempt the answers in the GS paper. So quantity begets quality. If you're going to the market and you want some banana, for example, and they're giving you 1 dozen banana for maybe some 150 rupees, 1 dozen banana, and that is of good quality, है ना? But little, little bad quality. Little bit means it may last for one more day hardly. It is going to more on डैमेज वे है ना, ज़्यादा खराब हो रहा है तो एंड बट ही इज गिविंग यू 1.5 डजन विद द सेम प्राइस ऑफ 1 डजन गुड बनानास 50 रुपीज. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द विल टेक दैट. थोड़ा बहुत जैसे जो एक दिन चल जाएगा वो ले लेंगे. व्हाई? Because quantity begets quality. When you're getting the same price, so why don't we take more quality if it is easily, it is good, it can be edible, or it is like matlab not very bad. It is good but lesser than the best quality. So best quality is lesser hai, but more quantity. Definitely that will attract your mindset. So that is basically what is going on the examiner's mind while checking the paper. Somebody who is writing some maybe 10 pages in essay, good quality, very good quality, and leaving 3 pages, and somebody is writing all 13 pages completely and giving a very good impression on all things, and with the maybe just lesser quality with the first one, lesser quality with the first one. Definitely, this person, the second one, will get good marks, better marks, because the first impression in the mind of someone will go that, oh, he has written just 10 pages only, 3 pages he do not know, or maybe he has lesser time, maybe he has lesser content, lesser time, that means less pages. And this person who has written more pages, that have more content, more knowledge, more time, he have utilized effectively, efficiently, right? So the person who is writing more content, he will score more marks, provided the content is not very bad. It should be good and qualitative, above average, if not the best one. Okay, best है तो there is no way, मतलब there is the topmost way to write, elaborate and complete all pages. So in essay paper, try to fill all pages and try to write the every last till at least last minute. अगर if you have completed your essay within last 5 minutes, try to revise and include words which you are missing. Always know that you are not going to revise this essay in the beginning. कैसे? You're writing the whole essay, time will be less. You don't think that last minute I will underline. There is no way you will get a good time to underline, because you have to read all essay again and again and then underline. So while writing essay, you have to underline the keywords which you think is good to underline. Okay. So keyword underlining, everything will go hand in hand. Not first writing the whole essay then underlining. Once you complete the essay, it's very difficult to come again and read and revise the essay. Not very less possibility. ठीक है? If you, because you have to fill all pages also, you have to write all contents also, all qualitative content, you have to do brainstorming also, many things are there. So there is no way that you are going to revise, underline, simultaneously write down the whole essay completely and finish it off, covering all pages. Now the question of Nirja is this, that number of pages for intro, body and conclusion. That is very good question. And it based on the number of words. See, word limit, I already told there is no way, don't think about word limit. Just think about the time limit for the essay and the pages you have. Word limit, nobody is going to count the word, nobody is penalized for writing more words. But lesser words means lesser content, less pages you have filled, definitely you will get the lesser mark. ये तो sure है. But more words, completing all the pages, and you have that much time, in that much time, nobody is going to cut your mark, but in fact you're getting more marks. Okay, the word limit is nothing like that. It is controlled automatically by number of pages and the time you have. Okay, so, and the question is that how many pages of introduction, conclusion and body. Now this is a subjective question, but let's discuss. See, generally it's a big essay. I'll suggest that you try to use 2 pages in the, till 2 pages in the introduction, or 1.5 page. There is no way that you can write just one para you're writing, that is the conclusion. No, you can write multiple paras, maybe 2 3 paragraphs, considering it as a considering as an introduction. I'm talking about the introduction. 2 pages maximum. Okay, 1.5 pages is also good. 1 page is maybe lesser, right? But at least 2 or 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs covering 2 pages entirely or partially or 1.5 page, it is very good idea for writing introduction. And same is valid for the conclusion. 2 pages or 1.5 pages, maybe 2 to 4 paragraphs, small paragraphs. Try to don't write in the whole big paragraph. Try to write small paragraphs, change the idea, or connect all those paragraphs with same idea in the introduction or conclusion. It depends on it, the topic and the knowledge you have. Clear here. And rest is the body. Whatever pages or word limit, whatever things are left. So 2 pages for introduction, 2 pages for conclusion, or 1.5 page for introduction and rest 1.5 page for conclusion. And these two are same. This will give you good score. Connect the introduction with the main body, and disconnect the last part of the main body with the conclusion. You move to the conclusion, then and like that you have to write. Is it clear now? Nitya? Hmm. Okay, fine. Now, most of the things we have covered. See, what I'm telling you, the strategy. Okay, this nobody will tell you. Everybody will tell you how to write an essay, this, and content and copy taking and feedback. So I told you this strategy so that you keeping these things in your mind with all the relevant contents, you write an essay and get it checked from here. Right? From Satyajit sir will check the copy, and those things which you want to know more, you can show me that copy. So I'll also see that. Okay. Now move to the next. Any other query you have? Acha, one more thing I have to tell you. Okay, I just before, otherwise I'll forget this. See, now apart from this essay, you can ask the question. Just let me tell you one more thing. To everyone who are here and those who will see the recording later, try to understand that considering this, the time you have is most important time. Okay, everything you can do from now till the examination. Whatever things you have left, preparation and all, everything can be done. Everything is possible now. Okay, nothing is impossible now. Those who are thinking very less time is there. No, sufficient time is there. Sufficient. Okay, we just started this month, and you have another month. You have left, some more time is there. Get next month. But consider this: your see, you have time is there, but you think in your mind that you have just 1 month. Just think that you have 1 month. So now you have to act on the study material and whatever you are going to study. You have to act and bounce on those material and remove and complete everything. Okay. So in that completion of that part, I want you to do one exercise every day, because this will give you the knowledge, the required uh, way of writing the answer, and that will help you to score and maximize your marks very easily. You'll cross 400 very easily. 420, 430 is very easily you will do it. Rahul has scored 464 following this approach of mine. So the approach is every day you have to write 3 questions, right? Uh, 3 questions from any study, but any uh, टेस्ट सीरीज है ना, not mine, because I will be taking your test now, you're writing the answer. Take some other test series, some maybe some vision you can take, है ना, which is the best one in the market. You take vision, or you think the next 5 years, whatever you feel with having the model answer. So for example, you complete your, for example, some of you might have completed the modern India. So now modern India is done already, you have given the test here and there. Now you, I told you to write 3 questions every day, 3 answers. So you pick up that paper and identify the topic which you want to write, whichever is good for you. Not, there is no necessity to write all topic. 3 questions you pick it and write within half an hour. That means 10 minutes to each question. Okay. Then after completing that half an hour, you have one more half an hour to see, to check your copy from the model answer. Right. So you have to now compare your answer, whatever you have read, also whatever you have written, with the model answer given by that coaching, particular coaching, and see and how much marks you're going to give you, and whatever correction is there, whatever things you have left it, you have to add, whatever things you have missed it, you have to add. So add कर लेना है, copy check कर लेना है खुद से ही, one to one checking, do it by yourself, check your own copy, underline, highlight, whatever you are doing to, उसको चेक करके उसको बाद में रिवीजन भी करना है next month, right? So complete 1 month from now till the examination, not before, till now. 3 questions every day. It will take you 1 hour, half an hour for writing, half an hour for the analysis, and whatever things you have missed it in the answer, you have to write in that answer in a keyword format and revise this after 2 3 weeks. Okay, the examiner will tell the other size to revise it. ठीक है, this if you are doing it starting में, it is very difficult because it's a new thing, lot of energy inertia is there to come and do this every day. But once you do it with 3 4 days, your mind will set, I have to do this. Once you are doing this, after a week time, it will be, mind will be very much focused, you write very good answers, you will check it, you will write down, compare and write down. And after a month, if 3 answers you're doing every day, 100 questions you have solved with model answer study and with the necessary content you have written in the in your answer also from the model answer, and you are going to revise it. So 100 plus questions you have done it apart from the test series which you have joined here. ठीक है, तो कितना हो जाएगा, मोटा मोटी 150 क्वेश्चंस or maybe 200 questions like a total in total with the test series. And this you will find some of the questions in the examination definitely from my test series, also from the test series which you have read it and you have already practiced it, written, revised it, and this will help you to write a better answer in the examination. Easily cross 400, easily cross, maybe मतलब बहुत स्मूथ है. राहुल से भी आप पूछ लेना, किसी दिन मैं उसका मीटिंग कराऊंगा यहाँ पे. एंड आप किसी से बोले, पल्लवी भी ली थी चेन्नई में, शी हैज गॉट आईएएस, posted in Tamil Nadu, and she's from UP. She also did this. I told her to do this. Those who have did this are currently holding a rank in the civil service this year or previous year, and are IAS, IPS, whatever. Those who haven't did this, नहीं किया, so I don't know क्या है उनका, कुछ का नहीं हुआ, कुछ का हो गया होगा. But this factor will give you a heavy push for more than 400. 420, 430 तो बहुत easily आ जाएगा. Vinegar have done. Vinegar, he will also check your copies. Selected candidate last year, this year, है ना. He has joined my mentorship program twice, 2 years continuously, है ना. Both time he got the interview call, and both time he crossed 400 plus. ठीक है. He also told me, sir, this approach was one of the best approach of yours. I have scored easily 400 plus in both ways. कैसे कर लिया easily? क्योंकि this gives you the confidence as well as the 200 plus question backup with revision, which on your own handwriting with the necessary correction done in the from the model answer in your own writing in your main answer sheet, तो बहुत help करेगा. ठीक है. And the time to attempt this paper is either you start at 9 or at 2 p.m. कोई एक टाइम कर लेना. क्यों? This time is your examination is will start 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. 9 to 12 होगा, फिर 2 से 5 होगा. So either you go with the 9 or 2. बीच में नहीं करना है, मतलब not in between, not after 2 also. क्योंकि your mindset will be activating with the time. Mind में biological clock भी active हो जाएगी and your brain will start working in that time every day, and for 1 month till the examination, not more than 1 month हो जाएगा. Till the examination, you'll be highly active in that time from your brain point of view. Clear है? सब करेंगे इसको, उसको बनना है वो करेगा, जिसको नहीं बनना तो अपना टाइम पास करेगा, करेंगे ना सब. If you are doing this 400 will be cakewalk, right? थोड़ा सा effort है for 1 week. After 1 week, it will be in your habit. And everybody who have done this are rank holder. ठीक है, तो यही सब बताना था मुझे. एंड तो इसलिए it is very much essential for me to take a class today, because as the day pass, strategy will, if you are not applying it, days are very less to apply this strategy. And those who not attended also the class, for example, Jitendra is there, Harsh is there, and the Anurag is not attending, है ना, Anurag is not there. Try to tell him this, है ना, जब छूट जाएगा तो फिर हो नहीं पाएगा बाद में. When you miss this opportunity of this week, तो 2-3 हफ्ते बाद तो it will be lesser time will be there, so mind will not be, in that position to write that thing every day. Now you have to practice it. तो कल से शुरू कर देना है, 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. whichever time you do it is better. Do it whatever time. I'm not asking you to do it in 9 or 2, whichever time suits you. Next month I will change little bit on the strategy and I'll tell you do that out, but अभी यही चलना है full 1 month. ठीक है, इसे फॉलो करना जो बताया है ऐसे में भी और ऐसे. ये ऐसे नहीं बता रहा हूँ, टाइम पास नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग एवरी मिनट आई एम मेकिंग द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ mine also, and I'm making giving the strategy which you should apply, and that strategy is actually working. Okay, maybe one more class will be there by Sudhir sir on essay. He has asked me that he also gives some provide some insights, and Rahul and Vinay is also very much willing to take the some class, है ना. So I'll ask maybe next class कोई और ले लेगा, then maybe I'll take carry it to the next जो भी है. More strategy looking at the other papers also, GS 2 3 4. 4 तो हो गया है, 1 2 3 में क्या करना है, स्पेशली 1 भी बता ही दिया मोटा मोटी, प्रायोरिटाइज योर आंसर, बाकी कंटेंट बेस्ड खेला है. सो यू नो दैट, राइट. एंड लिटिल बिट और बताना है मुझे थोड़ा सा, लास्ट मोमेंट की कुछ कुछ टिप्स भी बतानी है, राइट. विल डिस्कस दैट. ठीक है, सो डोंट वरी ऑन दिस. दोज हु आर राइटिंग मेंस, बी श्योर दैट यू आर गोइंग टू क्वालिफाई द मेंस. ये स्ट्रेटजी माइंड से करो, बिल्कुल क्वालिफाई होना है, नो डाउट. अपना ऑप्शन संभाल लेना. यू कैन डू द राइटिंग ऑप्शन ऑल्सो, मतलब मॉर्निंग में आप ये कर लो जीएस का 3 क्वेश्चन, और इवनिंग 2 बजे वाले में ऑप्शन कर लो 3 क्वेश्चन. ऑप्शन इज ऑल्सो इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट. नॉट लीव दैट. ये दोनों कर लोगे कोई भी टाइम में, तो दोनों टाइम में आपका आधा आधा घंटे का सेट हो गया, 1 घंटा दोनों में जाएगा, बट इट विल गिव यू द मतलब एक्सपोनेंशियल रिजल्ट्स. ये रोज का स्ट्रेटजी है ना, एवरी डे यू डू दिस, highly recommended if you want the selection this year. Okay, any other query? Otherwise I'll close. Sorry for late this one today, 11:30, but I hope it has class have make you will make use of this class. No query? Then shall we close? Okay, then thanks everyone. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet again.